Okay, now, hello everyone, can you hear us?
Hello.
Okay, all right. Hello, we got everyone back.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Thank you everyone for joining. Well, as you know, technology is nice at times, and simplicity is always good to know. Uh, Thank you again today. Today we have an English session about App Store optimization and tactics. We have Mr. Agud. So not to waste more time, I'm going to leave the floor to you. We're going to have really the first session of Mr. Agud speaking, and then we'll leave all Q&A at the end. Please keep all your questions till the end in the chat box, and we'll try to answer every one of them. So the floor is all yours. Lead us
Okay.
through it.
Okay. My name is Aykut Karalioğlu. I'm joining you guys from Kiev, but I'm based in San Francisco, California. And then today I want to share with you guys some tactics about App Store optimization overall mobile. And then after that, like yeah, I'll be more than happy to answer the question. Um, who who I am, and then what we do. I started the company in 2013. I think you guys see in my screen. Um, when I went to Bay Area, like it was like 5 years ago, right after the college, and then I saw that a lot of people is like building an app. It's like a gold rush in late 19 like 60s or something like that, and everybody want to find the gold, but most of the the people, they don't know where the gold is located, or like the right tools to find the gold. So that's the reason like I started Mobile Action as a service company. When I started, I was like first help big companies like eBay, Runtastic, and I managed like over 150 apps. I learned um, through my failing, and then also I manage around $50 million user acquisition money uh, to make sure that is like I am doing right. So these are the tactics. It's came from like spending that much money 5 year on the field, and then also the software company right now we built, which is used by over 100,000 the companies, and we're tracking like 4.2 million apps, and we know every single of action what the companies do, both iOS and Android. So that's the thing. So let's start it. I mean, in App Store and Play Store has a discovered the problem, which means like even like the app Jelly, this 2014, when they wanna spread out to the app and want to people download. If someone like they're saying, if your friends are having a hard time finding Jelly in App Store or Google Play, tell them search for Jelly Industries. Like this is the thing. I mean, if you are looking for some specific app, even if you put their name, because like if you search game in App Store and Play Store, it came like maybe 50 or 60,000 results. Nobody has a time or like the patient to go all the way down and find the the app they're looking for. um it was same, it was the problem back in 2014, and still the same problem, and then probably it's gonna be the problem next couple of years, because I need the app store and play store. They should know my profile, they should know my what I'm looking for. But it's same in Google. If you search something in the web browser, you still get so many results. So how Google figure out this thing? Just putting the paid ads, and App Store and Play Store, they started the paid search recently. We can talk that part is if you have a question, if you guys have any question. But still, like search is 65% of the app discovery in App Store and Play Store. So let's just fix it. And then the paid acquisition is like looks like it's expensive in loyal and engaged user if you want to buy them. In Android, it's gonna cost you $4. In iOS, it can be $5. But organic is free, right? App Store optimization is drive you the organic download. So Every download came from the App Store optimization. You should think that, which is like $4 to $5 value for you. Okay. By the way, Tanya, if they don't hear me or if you don't see my screen, you can write me on Facebook because I'm super focused on this presentation. So, why ASO? App Store optimization is process for optimizing the App Store, and on the App Store fields rank higher in the search results, and then it's also get you more visibility and more better ranking, and then more App Store page views. So, and then, and most importantly, is organic. Organic is always better. Even the food, right? Organic food is better than the processed food. So ASO includes several steps, like yeah, find the right keywords, check the analytics, and then find the what the competitors and what the other people do. I think I have a step by step to explain like how to do it. Even if you've never done the App Store optimization, after this deck, you'll able to know what's going on. So okay, cool. Keyword ranking. So what we figure out is like knowing your ranking is good, but you should able to know what your competitors also ranking. For example, this is like an app called Meet Me. Um, that's like on the bottom. We're seeing like connected to me is for that keyword. Their number 22. Scott is another dating app is number 7. Tinder is 779, and then you can make up is like we just put it, there's no ranking for that keyword. So we built a tool to understand like your ranking um, head to head your competitor in historical time. You see like some up and down in these times, or like some of the app is like just flat. So it's so cool. Like if you don't rank one keyword top 10, you should not use it. By the way, we build also search score and then volume, which is able to calculate it, how popular each keyword. And then in the graph, well, I think we have a next graph and about this. We can able to know like what is the best keyword we should find. I think this deck is that's okay. Okay, and then also like that's what I was talking about. You can see like for example, search score, chance, total apps, and keyword rank. So the best exercises we have a tool in keyword suggestion in the product. When you sign up Mobile Action for free, you can get this. Every keyword has a search score out of hundreds, and I mean, we very simplify it for everybody to find the best keyword, which means like if the keyword search score is higher than 40, and then chance is higher than 50%, um, this is the keyword. You should put your app title or description in Google Play or keyword field in iOS and see like are you ranking for after next update or not. I mean, pretty much is like we also calculate the chance based on how many keywords ranking that specific keyword and what's your current rank. So I mean, you don't need to do anything. Pretty much using our tool to show you. The thing is that we have a tool in Keyword Investigator. When you put what, for example, Tinder as a competitor, and we can able to know which are the keywords they are ranking. It's not even a single keyword. We can find also long tail keywords. For example, this is Tinder's single search scores 51. Chance to be get top 10 is 39%. How many results? 2,800 results, and then current rank. That's your current rank, but you're checking the Tinder, uh, uh, like you're 57, and then you can see on the right side what is the like top 10 apps in the specific keyword in specific country. For the singles, Tinder is number 1, Bonfire is number 2, and then other apps in OKC and other stuff. The cool thing is that what we did, if you check number one, two, five, and seven, they're like the numbers is we made it color coded. Color coded means number one and number two is green, and other the numbers is gray. But for the green one, we just like for the we do know that is these are the apps using the that keyword on their title. So if you use the keyword in the title, you can get rank. And then uh, for the singles, they have a app title in the singles, but in the short, app title, we don't show all of them. But this is a best exercise. If you use the keyword on title in iOS and Android, you can get rank. But the problem is that app titles are limited space, so you should make sure that what is your go-to keyword. So that's the reason you can use our tool and tell you like what is the keyword you should find it. Or this is like, yeah, the keyword idea place. If you don't have any idea, like uh, let's say you want to find a keyword related to buy, but you don't know what is uh, can be or what the people search. If you put the related keyword buy as a seed keyword, will get you like the ideas. Like these are the keywords, long tail or short tail. I mean, you can um, just get an idea. When you click, you can able to see who's the top 10 apps. For example, Best Buy keyword is number one in Best Buy, but number four is not related to Best Buy. Why they rank, or Shopkick is number eight. Um, they probably put those keywords in metadata, or they just like optimize their apps in pretty long time and get ranking. So okay, let's go on. This is like also not related to ASO, but it's important. We have a ranking history. For example, um, if you know your historical ranking, you can able to know what's going on my app, and then what is the timeline in month over month or year over year could notice. For example, yes, May is always is a peak time for you, maybe because of seasonality or something like that. You should know it. Okay, so we have a tool in Actionable Insight. When you connect your dev console, we can able to tell you some of the action, like your app name is shorter than your benchmark, or your retention is less than like 10%, your category or something like that. These are the stuff like you should able to know, and these are the free in our tool. Um, yeah, so this is like, the we created a visibility score. Our algorithm, we can tell you how popular your app. In our blogs, we share a lot of things in mobileaction.co/blog. You can see many things about the visibility score, because we said um, there is no way you can get discovered the user unless you rank, keywords. So we're saying like people do this thing step by step. Okay, first, like make a spreadsheet and potentially ASO keywords. You can do it in the product, and you can do like color codes and put, the this is like an app name, this is a brand name. You can able to see these are the color code and the keyword tracking tool in our platform. Everything I'm showing is from our platform, so you can use our platform first, like get the idea. Second, do the brainstorm the relevant keywords. I showed it to you guys. Third, to like you understand like the research competition and find a keyword is related on the field, because I just already talked that part. That's not biz. And then when you want to select the keyword, like we first say download relevancy, change score, and search score. So this is like something, when you find it the keywords, like maybe the one keyword is a good, but but it's not related. Let's say you're doing photo editing app, but you're finding keywords PayPal. Yeah, chance score might be high, maybe high search score, but it's not relevant. So even if you rank number one, no one gonna download because they're searching PayPal, but your app is photo editing. It's actually brand's name never, no more can be used for the app name or metadata field anymore. It used to be in early times in App Store, but not anymore. Yeah, so then like see like after when you're sending new update, you'll see like do you ranking or not. So the app name is like that. We're saying that choose a descriptive app name, use most relevant keywords. In Android is 25 character, and then in iOS is 50 character. Uh, that app name has more 10% chance more if you put the app name, you have a result to get like 10% higher ranking because um, app name is the biggest weight on the keyword ranking. Example, for example, jet.com. Yeah, this is like something. Um, it used to be Apple just changed it like a month ago to app name to from 250 to 50 character, but like you can see Jet online shopping app for discount and grocery items, furniture, home goods. So like yeah, it's a pretty good app name. It's a little bit longer. Yeah, people know what the Jet is. It's like a Walmart for another version of the online. They don't have any store like they just e-commerce app, but they got excuse me they got pretty good name. Or step up, this is like 50 character is so cool. So I mean anything like they put in sports or theater, they can get ranked in their app name. Also, the Apple's and Google's algorithms, they do combination. For example, if someone search sports ticket, even not next to each other, they can get ranked because the algorithm is very smart, and then they can combine the relevant keywords. Or also, let's say you put your app name, these keywords, and then your metadata, you can put something else. Let's say, um, uh, I don't know, NYC, like in New York or San Francisco keyword. If someone search SF tickets, because tickets came from your app name, SF came from the your metadata, you can get rank. This is another good example for Rantastic. Yeah, I think I'm gonna share the keyword spot. Yeah, it's in iOS. Use the whole 100 character. Don't repeat app name as a keyword. Excuse me. Choose a keyword for which you can rank high. Research your competitor's keyword. Check both single and plural form, and find a keyword combination. So this is like an example. These are the keyword for the just say hi. They got the keyword ideas, and then they put the app name just say hi online, dating, new, flirt, hookup, and singles are their go-to keyword. And then their metadata is 100 character. You can see after comma there is no space. They put like Tinder, find yours, talk, kick. I I think Tinder is right now trademarked, so you cannot use it anymore. But if someone search, let's say, girls dating, you can get rank. Or if someone search singles live, you can get it's was I was saying that it's combined the app name and then metadata. I think yeah, and then this is also is so showing that where you're gonna put the metadata keywords in iOS. It's a field, it's a keywords, and then you can always only change the keyword whenever you have a new update. That's the place. I mean, you can keep the this tag, and you'll get to know where you're gonna put. Um, and another things in app store optimization is icon and screenshots. Um, so that's like, the most important thing. Maybe you can get rank number one in one keyword, but if someone see your app, if they don't understand what is this app for, you don't get downloads, because you should have very clear, very go-to-market strategy for app icon, which means uh, if your app is focused 18 to 25 female from California, you should not put a Chinese girl on your screenshot, or you should put it on Chinese girl, because in one third of California is Asian population. Yeah, I mean, or if you just focusing on the male audience, don't put or don't mention anything the female, because these are the stuff is like it kill your conversion rate. Let's check it out. Some example. Okay, so like, yeah, Spotify admins and Snapchat. Excuse me. Um, yeah, I got sick in Kiev. It's so cold. Anyway, so these are the keyword, like the sort of apps like who did the good job, because I mean Spotify is just your own music box, so they in the first screenshot they just like use something, just shuffle the music on your phone. Even like everybody know what is Spotify, but still they're putting the shuffle the music on your phone. Because why? Maybe a lot of people still downloading Spotify in their first time, or admins like discover the exact car that's right for you. Admins is like an even use car search. And Snapchat even like saying that chat, send a chat or video. I mean, yes, you know what is in Snapchat, but they're still doing that because they just want to make sure that is everybody getting the right app. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of complex, so we can pass this thing because we don't have the time to explain that one. Um, so yeah, yeah. So in the soda, this is like a Candy Crush. Okay, let me just. So you see, they put the app icon soda. They just did like, just a hack. Uh, People even that they don't know Candy Crush name, and they just search the soda. They're number one for the Candy Crush. So because like app icon is not uh, helping your algorithm, but if everybody's searching soda and then try to find the Candy Crush and then downloading, and Apple can understand, or Google, okay, so if someone searches the soda and then even they're number 10, they're downloading, so let's push them to number one. So that's like the algorithm how it works. Yeah, so that's all for me. And if we can summarize, I think I can go one more slide. Then after that, I'll take the question. Find the keywords, the download relevant, use the chance score and search score. But our tool is free for everything I explained here. When you sign up, if you don't know what's going on, I'll write it in this chat room. Academy, mobile action. We did like free courses how to get your app ranked better, and then that's also we have a certification program which is free too. Anyone can sign up, even if you don't use our tool. You can still learn and do it your own. So that's all for me. I think I'm gonna check in right now the question. Is this a website working? Yeah, so
Know, a lot of them are
yeah,
going to be launching their mobile. Any
okay,
input or advice on specific keywords
yeah,
that they need to use when launching their mobile idea, what to avoid,
good,
what consider, such as the images, the logo, the wording, the
yeah,
description. So how can they stand out? Let's say they, for instance, some might be using other app store optimization beside mobile action.
yeah,
What things should they consider when writing these factors? Because it's very important for them.
Yeah, so I mean, like if they're launching the app, so I think I hear my voice. So yeah, if they're launching their app, so I still hear my voice. Uh, if they're launching their apps, so one thing is they can do, like, I mean, it's like even like some people using our tool for to validate their ideas because what if like search one term, let's say scanning app or scanner, like just scan your documents. One if you search like scanner in App Store in our tool, you can say also too in US is like 3,000 results and top 10, let's say all the best, the scanner app. And then what you should do, the best exercise is like to get the ideas from the others. So let's say if you search scanner top 10 results and app icon, they use the scanner image. And let's say everybody used the blue color or everybody used the pink color. So you can get the idea, okay, maybe scanner business or like scanner app is like they're using the same color because the user behavior is they're most likely to download the blue apps. Okay, then maybe you can just change, like you can do two things. You can maybe first launch the app with not with the same color than others, and then if it is bad for your conversion, which means like even if you rank better, nobody's downloading because they don't know what is that app for. Even if you put your description or screenshot, they should need to tap and then uh, they can learn more, but they don't do it. So then change and then get the same color. So there is no way I can say, oh, use this and that. The all about, like, the optimization is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So you should do it in all the time. The second thing is that, I mean, a description, app name, and app icon. That's all about, like, what is your app for. Your screenshots or your app icon should already speak itself without even needing any new explanation. So because in every day more than 5,000 new apps coming in App Store, 5,000 new apps. So in iOS and Android. Most of the editorial team in Apple and Google, they like the good design. Let's say if you're building an app for Google, you should use the material design. If you're building an app for Apple, you should use the simple design. So I mean, this is like, the each platform has a different the user behavior, but still, I mean, you should focus on the content. The content means that uh, you can get so many downloads or you can get a lot of page views, but if the people they download the app, if they don't know, if they don't get your app, and or if they don't come back, which is like retention and engagement, it's another topic I know, but it's all about, like, the building an app or putting the apps to optimization good to go. It's just like 20 or 30% of the business. So your content is your king. So that's the reason, like, you should think that what is relevant, my content, my app name, and then my description and screenshot should be speak all of them the same. And then on the top, you should focus on your reviews and ratings. So reviews and rating is also important because iOS and Google Play, they also algorithms uh, track those reviews and ratings. Let's say you and your competitor is doing the same app, but your competitors like have higher star than you are, and Apple and Google, they're most likely push them to better ranking for. So that's the thing is you should very careful when you're first launching your app. If your app is so buggy and then if it is not simple to explain, do not launch it because most of the users using, like, the support as they're writing the reviews. So if they say, "Oh, this app is so buggy," instead of sending an email to you, they're just writing the review. And then if they're most likely giving you a 1 or 2 star review, so then your visibilities get damaged. So these are the top, the tips. But honestly, that's the reason I said that if they go academy that mobile action, we have like I think 12 lesson. It's all free. It's something like it's not related to our tool. It's like a general knowledge, and then make them the educated. Just like they can sign up and they can learn. But one thing is that they should make sure that if they're launching their app, so they should maybe first like use like test flight to get friends and families or idle customer profile the feedback and iterate the product, but they should not wait too long to launch the app. I don't like that because I don't like the, waiting. I like the executing, but I mean still they should be make sure that as their app is up and running. I mean most of the apps, like I think 1.3 million apps out of 4.2, never use it. Never even get download, a single download. So you should not be one of them. That's the reason. Uh, just building an app is so easy. You can find a developer and you can launch it. That's okay. But if you are serious about the app business, you should send it the update at least once a month. So don't make an app, just launch it and then just leave there because this is your like the display. So and then you should be able to what is going on my app and like each version, like maybe your app is working very well iOS 9, but maybe it's not working iOS. So yeah.
Okay. Well, we got one more. We got a question from Egvetime who's asking if they have an idea and plan, on launching. Do they have to consider this strategy in doing their business plan? So, input and advice for people who are, in the early stage, planning on launching, preparing their, first feedback from their customers on the store.
Yeah, so I mean, it's good to have an app in the sending, but I mean, it might be good if they can do like a mobile app because building an app a little bit tough than the the for the website thing. So if they are like just want to get the feedback, maybe they can even not need to build anything in the mobile app. They can just send the screenshots, their ideal customer profile to get an idea, then iterate it. Um, I mean, I don't like
I've
business.
got. Can you speak up? Can you speak up? Because some
Yeah,
are having a bit of a hard time.
I don't know what's happened, but yeah, I do speak like as what I was speaking before. How is right now? Is better? Hello? I think it's better. Okay, cool. So yeah, I mean, like they can even send the screenshots to people, and then they can just like get the idea. I mean, like business plan is like I don't like business plan. I mean, like most of the companies, even big companies, they build the app for a different name and different icon, and then they just test like New Zealand, Australia, and Canada. Even their focus market is US, and then they can learn and test, and then they can change the name and the app icon and then go for the US. They're getting their apps ready for the and testing other countries because like those are the countries, English speaking countries, and then they go after the big market. I mean, yeah, if you guys have an idea, don't focus on only like Russian speaking countries or like just one country. Make it global in the first day, but maybe you can test it in local. So that's might be my yeah advice. So I see one more question. Yeah, it's like testing. Okay. Yeah, I mean like our tools like do everything what the sensor tower and a penny do. Like you can just check this the link we just compared in ourselves to others because we give the people a recommendation they don't give, but they're cool tool too. Like, but we're more uh
SMB friendly, individual developer friendly. Yeah.
Another another quick question was how long should they do the test for the keyword? Is it like 1 week enough for a dating
Yeah,
app, or
that's so
should
true.
they track it for a long period? Let's say like a month,
Yeah.
6 months. So what's the trend on that?
No, yeah, I mean it's like it's maximum is in 1 month. I mean, but like one thing is that they should be careful. Like for example, let's say they're gonna boost campaign or do the PR, or they can get featured by Apple, or they just got some promise for the TV or some like other third parties or social media. And then before the campaigns and everything, you should find your right keywords and optimize it. And after the campaigns and all that stuff, if you don't get ranked top 10, just delete that keyword in the next update. So don't wait it unless you're gonna do the campaign, the like social media or paid acquisition, and that's the reason you put it like you. If you're not doing that after the new update, if you don't rank the keyword, the rank you wanted, next couple days you can just send a new update and then just delete those keywords. Even if you don't change anything in the binary, which is the uh, developer perspective, even if you don't change anything, the features and other stuff, just send a new update still, and then no change in the product, but just tell them in the what's new. Oh, we just did our product is better and we cleaned some bugs. Just say something and just change those keywords. Yeah, max is 1 month, nothing more than that.
Before we go continue to the next question, Time didn't hear his answer about is it a good idea to to consider this strategy before launching and including it in the business plan. So if we can just go back to that question where you answered him about
So yeah,
including
I
this
don't
in the
understand the
strategy.
question. I don't understand that question. So if you have an idea and plan to, we have to consider the study to involve, like which strategy? Like yeah, I don't understand what does it mean.
This strategy, meaning App Store optimization, is this something that they should consider from the
Ah yeah,
beginning,
Yeah.
or should they launch and then reconsider it at a later stage? So is this like something they should think about in the initial part while planning ahead?
yeah. So I mean, they should think like the optimization ASO is the first day, because like I mean that's like something organic, and then they can get benefit in the first day. So definitely they should consider it in the right on. And I see another question is like Japanese market. We cover Japanese market, so yeah, all you need to just change the country's flag, and then you can able to do the keyword research and other stuff. So I had to run. That's the problem. So because I was thinking that this is like half an hour thing, but I can send my email, give the email, or they can ask the question. They don't need to ask the question if they sign up to Mobile X and we have intercom. But still, if they have some specific thing, I'm not promising I can reply all the question. But if it is not repeating the what I said today, if they have something specific or like something like they want to learn, I'll be more than happy to as we have an academy is cover everything.
They
We
can
cover.
communicate with you via email. She's asking if there's a difference between optimizing strategy in English speaking countries and let's say for different types of apps, games, or organization in a specific country. So if we can answer that question for her, please.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, e- every country you have a app name and then metadata. So which means like you have extra keyword and extra app name. So it'll be interesting. Like yeah, don't like do the new like different app, but if you're doing the game, you do the game for those specific countries to learn. Uh, but I mean, it will be cool. You can launch a different app or different name for different countries, but it probably still same app. Maybe UI you can change a little bit something, but yeah, you should not do too much. Spend time for the testing, and then just see like what is like conversion rate and the conversion rate is, and then also the main goal is like, what do you want to do to that app? So you should find the one goal, like, do you want to make more money? And then that's the reason you're testing, or you just want to learn some user behavior, and then they can change your app. What's your goal? Based on your goal, you can just like, focus on, and then try to understand what's happening. A lot of in-app analytics tool like Mixpanel, Google Analytics, and then other tools, like you should build a funnel and then able to know what is my goal, what is the end goal. So even optimization too, your optimization is get you more app store page view, but and our tools also show like the conversion rate, how many people it goes your app store pages and play store pages, and how many of them is downloading your app. It's Apple and Google give you that data, and then we display it. So you should able to know. Maybe one last thing, maybe even a same thing in same app icon and everything in the English speaking countries. Maybe Canada is converting better than US. Maybe it's a market there. And then last thing is that if the app is localized, they get 7x more organic downloads. Because why? Every country has a own keyword field, like, which means like you're adding like 100 characters for every country, which is like Apple I think has 80 countries, and then maybe a little bit more, and then you have a chance to be optimized every single countries, or at least you can focus on top 20 or top 30 countries. So yeah, I got around, but yeah, that's like something. Yeah, for example, Georgia, like, I mean, this is like uh, that's like tough. But yeah, you can send it her too. Then I'll be more than happy to do it. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Yeah, it was great uh, to sharing the ideas, and then the app store optimization. But think always like keep testing and then testing and then testing again.
Exactly, exactly. Well,
Yeah.
exactly. Thank you very much again for this very insightful presentation. App Store optimization is very important, especially once you launch. You want to get analytics. You want to see where you're doing good and where you can improve. These things are always, constantly changing, especially with more apps, similar apps being launched. So these tools, like yours and many others similar to yours, are out there, and today's presentation just gave some insight on what you should consider when you're planning on preparing your app store optimization keywords and tools that you want to use to get the proper analytics. Thank you again
Thank you.
for this session. We'll be sharing this material. Please keep checking your email in the day or two. It'll be sent to you guys with a link. And this session was recorded, so you'll also hear